Yo, what is happening, people? It's your boy DatYoungBull, and I'm bringing you guys another life story. Now, first of all, I've been getting a couple messages from people telling me that I should remind you guys to like and comment and favorite the video because apparently some of you guys want to and you forget. So, I guess I'll be doing that from now on, although that's something I really didn't want to do. But if you guys are actually forgetting to do this, well, then I'll help you guys out. So make sure if you guys want to rate, comment, and favorite the video. And if you want, feel free to subscribe as well. Another thing I want to start doing is a would you rather in the comments section. So you guys will post in the comments a would you rather. An example of this would be something like, would you rather take it up the ass from a cactus or drink a pool of rat piss? And I will choose my favorite would you rather and then answer it in the next video and give your channel a shout out. So now that we got that business out of the way, let's move on to the main topic, which would be lying, deceit, and heartbreak. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the story I'm about to tell you sounds like something straight out of the movies, and unfortunately, it's not. This was my real life, and this is how my 10th grade ended up going. So, up until about a week before spring break of my 10th grade year, I had long hair, and by long hair, I mean it went a little bit past my shoulder blades. Now, obviously, this fit the style, since at the time I was in a hardcore band, and I played drums, so it was perfect for headbanging. But about a week before our spring break, I cut my hair, and you know, I had a nice stylish little scene kid emo boy swoosh going on, and apparently that's what the women like, or at least at the time in 10th grade. And I had a lot of girls start talking to me that I had never talked to before. Among these girls, there were only a few that I was really attracted to, in particular one girl named Jessie. One day in the hallway, she walked past me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I really like your hair, you look so cute." And you know, we exchanged phone numbers from there, because obviously if there's some bitch who's hitting on your man, I'm not just gonna pass that opportunity up, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know, I got her number, we started talking. And apparently she had just gotten out of a relationship with a guy who was not only 4 years older than her, she was 16, so he was 20. But apparently he wasn't taking the whole breakup too lightly, and allegedly she was getting a restraining order against him. I mean, I guess she just didn't like the idea of waking up and seeing her boyfriend dressed in her clothing, looking in the mirror, putting on lipstick, and blowing kisses at it. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. That's something I do every day, and I hope you guys don't judge me for it. So anyways, back to the story. Essentially, your boy was picking up this guy's girl, and you know, as far as I was aware, she wasn't talking to him, so I didn't really have a problem with it. Now, a thing you need to know about your boy DYB is that I'm not the kind of guy who just goes in for a piece of ass. I'm definitely a relationship guy, and before I'm going in to tap anything, I want to know who you are, know what you're about, and you know, I just want to get a sense of whether we could actually make a relationship work. So we ended up hanging out every single day over spring break, which was a week long, so that's plenty of time to get to know someone, I guess. And you know, after the second or third day of hanging out, I could tell that she was yearning for my cock. But I didn't really know this girl, and I'd rushed into many relationships physically first, and you know, it just became more about the physical and not so much about the mental side. You know, not that there's a problem with that, but girls have feelings too. So whenever we'd watch a movie, because we always ended up watching a scary movie, because obviously this girl wanted to, you know, cuddle up with me and get my penis inside of her vagina, I would hold back a little bit because number one, I didn't want to rush things with this girl, and number two, she'd just broken up with some psychotic guy who she needed to get a restraining order against. So I wasn't trying to rush anything and start making things weird. So basically, you know, she'd cuddle, put her head on my chest, and I just put my arm around her, and I just left it at that. You know, I figured that if she liked me, she could wait a little bit more than just a week. And, you know, I was looking for a relationship, not just an ass to tap, because your boys got plenty of those. So basically, our days just consisted of us hanging out, you know, watching movies, playing Smash Brothers Brawl on the way hanging out, because I'd much rather get to know her personality than know anything about her vagina, since I'm gay. I mean, I like men, or, yeah, I've been out with my dad once. Oh, whoa, yeah. Wow, sorry about that, guys. Anyways, back to the story. So, Jessie'd been telling me that apparently Drake had been trying to get a hold of her on Facebook, which I don't know why she didn't just block her to begin with. And apparently he's been asking her all sorts of questions, and somehow he knew that we were hanging out. He's like, "Oh, who's this guy that you've been having over to your house?" So I have no idea how he knows that. I don't know if he's been driving there or what, but somehow he knew that we'd been hanging out. And I mean, I was freaked out. I wasn't gonna like not hang out with the chick, but I was just freaked out. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this guy? Nigga's crazy. But you know, other than that, nothing seemed too weird. I wasn't really freaked out. I was just kind of like, what the hell's going on with this guy? But she assured me that you know, nothing was gonna happen. I didn't need to worry about anything. That she definitely wasn't gonna go back to him. So no reason to be concerned. So I really wasn't sweating it. Everything was good as far as I was concerned. And the week after spring break, I was planning on asking her out. So she was supposed to come in town to where I live, you know, get dropped off, and we're just gonna hang out in town, probably go back to my house, and then I was gonna ask her out. So we'd made these plans like a week in advance that following weekend she was going to come in town and we're going to hang out and then go to my house. But when that Saturday came, she told me she couldn't go because her little brother had a soccer game and she didn't have her license yet, and her parents weren't home, so they couldn't drive her anywhere, and I didn't have my license yet. So she was stuck at home, and my plan to ask her out, it just wasn't going to work out. So, you know, it didn't really matter. I could ask her out whenever. It was just a little inconvenient again, since I was pretty anxious to get on, since I like this girl a lot. So while I was texting Jessie, since she wasn't able to come out, she was telling me that for the past hour, Drake had been talking to her, trying to convince her to let him come and pick her up, and that they were going to go to the mall and hang out there, since, you know, all the cool kids hang out at the mall. But she was reassuring me that just because, you know, he wouldn't hang out doesn't mean she's going to. I mean, she wants a restraining order against this kid, and you know, I was just a little freaked out by the whole situation, because she was saying that he's like, oh, I'm going to drive to your house right now. No, I'm going to come pick you up. I don't care. So I was like, all right, listen, if he shows up, make sure to let your parents know, let me know, because obviously even if they're at your brother's game, if this freak is like coming at your house, they'll, you know, come pick you up. Or worst thing, I could get my parents to come get you. But either way, just let me know what's going on, because, you know, I'm just looking out for my woman. So anyways, walking around in town, just hanging out with some other friends, since Jessie wasn't able to make it. And we're just walking down Market Street, and I turn around and I see Jessie and Drake holding hands and then kiss. At this point, I mean, I really didn't know what to say. She completely lied to me, so I was just like, yo, Jessie. And then she turned around and her face went stone cold. I was just like, fuck you. And then I walked away. And I was just laughing, but really mad. I mean, I just couldn't help but laugh, because this is like something you see in a movie. I mean, this chick that I'm totally digging, completely heartless, blows me off for not only some other guy, but her ex-boyfriend, who's a complete freak. And to top it all off, we never even got to finish watching Saw Part 4 because of that bullshit. You know, my life. What are you gonna do? Anyways, guys, hope you really enjoyed this, and make sure to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. This has been your boy DYB. Peace!